The first color you see is all white. The reason why white is larger than any of the other colors, because the ancestors are represented by white. This is not white skin like the pale man. This is the white light of consciousness that gave birth to all creation. Do you feel me? We're dealing with energy, not color, right? White is also represented by Obatala. Obatala is the spirit God sent to earth to create man from the mud and the clay. So when you read in the Bible and the Quran, God created man from the clay. It was the spirit that did that at the order of God named Obatala. He created man for God. Obatala is the oldest divinity, and he's one of the most powerful divinity. He represents righteousness, patience, character, integrity, leadership, charity, all the things that make you a righteous person. He's the personification of righteousness. All of us are born under one of these spirits. They are sent with you as a guardian angel when you incarnate through your mom. You got to find out which one walks with you because you carry the qualities of that energy, right? If you find out you are a child of Obatala, you cannot drink, you cannot smoke. There is no intoxication. Obatala children must be upright and perfect. Some people don't want to know that they Obatala children because they'll never touch that weed or that alcohol again. You feel me? When you Obatala, there's no room for error because you are the example of divine righteousness. That's Obatala. I'm going to go from that side. Blue and white. That is Olokun. Olokun means owner of the water. That is an energy that God put into the water. There's a spirit in water. That's why water moves and everything else. Olokun is the energy of the unconscious. He's in the water because the water is what? Largely unexplored. We don't know what's really under all the oceans because nobody has seen it all. Obatala represents the unknown of your consciousness and the unknown of the universe. He's the occult, the mystical. He's the dream. When you dream, that dream power, that third eye, I felt it, I saw it, that's Obatala energy. He also is associated with abundance because in the ocean you have unlimited wealth under the ocean as well. So Obatala is associated with abundance. He's second only to Obatala, some say, in terms of raw power. Because what do we have more of on this earth than consciousness and water? You feel me? So very powerful. So when they talk about the great flood, God flooded the water, that was Olokun who rose up and washed our human life away. So if you ever watch African offerings, sometimes you might see the women go to the water and put all this fruit in the water. That could probably be for Olokun. He deals with everything unconscious, unknown, the things you want to know, but you can't find out, the occult, the hidden, the unseen, that's under his realm. Also, the ancestors who came from slavery, who passed through the water, he's automatically a patron saint for all of us because our ancestors survived and we crossed his domain. The first color you...
Also known as Voodoo. Haitian Voodoo, just like Santeria, is the only other African religion that accepts homosexuals within their practice. The Voodoo belief system is what dictates the acceptance of homosexuals within Voodoo. The Voodoo belief system states that God is the one that mandates people's sexual orientation and therefore must be accepted. And just like the Santeria religion, Voodoo homosexuals also fall under the protection of one specific deity. In Voodoo, that would be called Aloha.
Welcome to the Black Gay History Channel. Please share this video and subscribe to this channel for more captivating content. Oxumare, or Oshumare, is an Afro-Brazilian Orisha, or spiritual deity, that is said to represent the mystical energies of Earth, particularly rainbows, fertility, and the welfare of children. This spirit that originated in Nigeria amongst the Yoruba people is also known to reflect androgyny and same-sex attraction, according to storytellers, particularly in Brazil. The spiritual beliefs of the Yoruba people in Nigeria traveled to Brazil and Caribbean countries during the transatlantic slave trade, where their descendants in Brazil continued to tell the stories of the gods they knew, and eventually became the Brazilian religion Candomblé during the 1800s. Osumare is the spirit of the rainbow and literally means rainbow in the Yoruba language. Oxumare can also be depicted as a snake, particularly a rainbow serpent, which is a common theme in spiritual beliefs across the African continent. And besides being androgynous, Oxumare is sometimes depicted as a woman as well. In some Candomblé houses, Oxumare is a man half the year and a woman the other half. And in other houses, he is a woman on top and a man on bottom for half the year, and a man on top and a woman on bottom the other half of the year. So maybe Oxumare is a trans-Orisha. Oxumare as the rainbow serpent in Candomblé represents mobility and activity and controls the forces of direct movement, as well as sexual energy and protection of children who are in the womb. He is also a messenger spirit who communicates messages from Earth to the supreme Orisha Odudulamare in the sky. In the Voodoo religion, there is a similar Loa rainbow serpent, Dambalawido, who is Oxumare's counterpart among the fawn-based Loa of the Voodoo religion in Benin, Togo, and Haiti. In the Orisha spiritual communities, followers of the religion each have a particular Orisha they can connect with the most, becoming this Orisha's child, asking these ancestor spirits for guidance. Oxumare's children are noted to have similar attributes, including quiet and gentle natures who would rather listen than speak. This is another fascinating Nigerian and Brazilian bit of culture and history that teaches us that our African ancestors were much more fluid with their beliefs on gender.
So any Orisha can be the main Orisha on anyone's head. So whether you're cis, straight, LGBT, whatever, male, female, you can have a male Orisha that is your main Orisha, and you can have a female Orisha. It does not dictate behavior, and it does not dictate sexuality or gender expression. It is just the energy of that spirit that walks with you. So there's plenty of females who have mounted Shango. There's plenty of, which is a very masculine Orisha, and there's plenty of males who have mounted Oshun. It's not a big deal with it. It's people in the diaspora who ascribe certain traits to certain Orishas and then assume that
is one form of African spirituality.
Oh.
Just like you Doom is one form of African spirituality.
Oh.
Just like you have many different branches of Christianity, you have many different branches
Catholic,
of African
Pentecostal.
spirituality. Absolutely.
It's a denomination.
For lack of a
You
better
could
term?
call it a denomination for lack of a better term, right? Under the umbrella of African spirituality. So many of our ancestors who came to Haiti, if you would, they came from the region of Benin, Togo, Angola, some of those African countries. And well, all of us, no matter where we came from countries where African spirituality was practiced. Voodoo is that form of African spirituality that came with us to the islands. When we got to the islands, the slave master didn't allow us to use African spirituality, especially after the Haitian Revolution, right? Because the Haitian Revolution was founded on African spirituality.
What's up, YouTube? YouTubians. What's going down in the YouTube town, these YouTube streets? Right. Let's get to it. Obatala. The Ifa voodoo god Obatala. Is he male or female? Right? Obatala, a deity in the Yoruba religion. Okay, we know what Yoruba is considered androgynous. Take it in. Soak it in. Right? Let that, okay? And free of gender, meaning he is not strictly male or female, but embodies both masculine and feminine qualities, and is often seen as the father of creation, right? Here's a more detailed explanation. Androgynous nature. Obatala is often described as having both male and female paths. And some priests believe he doesn't have a because he is the father of creation. Make it make sense. Okay? Creator of earth and humanity. Obatala is the sky father, son/daughter of the one god, Oludumare, and creator of the earth and humans. Okay, now what? Now, like what? Like you done crossed me up, right? I thought Obatala was the god of creation, father of creation. Say it right here, because he is the father of creation. But it say Oludumare, creator of earth and humans. Okay, king of the white claw. Obatala means king of the white claw. And he is the head of the Orisha, Funfun, the calm, gentle Orisha who take the color white. Symbol of creativity. Obatala is seen as the archetypal spirit of creativity and is honored as the patron of children, childbirth, albinos, and anyone with a birthmark, both male and female paths. Obatala is the only Orisha that has both male and female paths. Some example of Obatala paths include Obatala, a bunch of names that go with Obatala. Let's see what Wikipedia say. Okay. Now this is Yoruba. Obatala is an Orisha in the Yoruba religion that is believed to have been given the task to create the earth, but failed the task by being drunk on palm wine, and was outperformed by his little brother Oduduwa. He was instead given the job of creating human beings. This was authorized by his father Olumudare, which gave Obatala the name sculptor of man. Alright, and now you see baby boy right there in the dress. Okay, he in the wedding dress. We did videos on the ceremonial voodoo, the ring, the dress, the veil, the gown, the cloak. We okay, go back. Venerated in Yoruba religion. Okay. Color white, Yoruba, Latin America, the region, ethnic group, Yoruba. Modern day Nigeria, Americas, okay. Iligbo, one of the offspring. Let's see, anything mythology in Africa. Well, let's see. With his task, he took a long gold chain, a snail's shell filled with sand, and a white hen and a black cat and a palm nut, and climbed down the end of the chain. He released the white hen with spread sand. Just like him creating man, started to mold humans, being from clay. We've heard this before. During the creative process, he was drinking a large amount of palm wine created from the palm nut forest, which caused him to create deformed figures in his drunken state. Wow. Okay, we got in Africa. All right, we're gonna get on out of here, Wikipedia. They got Orisha from Yoruba spirituality, witches, and patriarchy. That's a hell of a rhetoric. Okay. Now see, you got Obatala depicted as a woman. This photo is the feminine aspect of Obatala. When he descended from the heavens, he first settled in Nigeria, according to Yoruba spirituality, and also happens to be one of the oldest and most sacred cities in Nigeria, and Africa as a whole. Sky Father. Since women have the ability to create life, and he's the creator of humans, is another reason why he's considered to be seen as female. Obatala as Orisha does not have a permanent gender. He is androgynous. Okay, you ain't said nothing slick to a can or They have an Obatala ritual. Obatala rituals in Yoruba tradition often invoke white attire, offering of white items such as hens, snail drumming ceremonies, dancers bending over as they step forward to honor the Orisha. Animals and other white animals are offered as, sacrifice, right? Food, soup, yams, corn, white cloth, white lace, white beads, white cowries, white flowers, white silver coins, jewelry, drumming, healing and sacrifice. Some rituals involve head exchange, where a live animal, usually a rooster or chicken, is passed over a sick person's body with the belief that the disease will transfer to the animal. The animal is then sacramentified, believed to exterminate the evil that is infecting the human being. Okay, Yoruba is voodoo. Don't make me reiterate that. Yoruba Ifa is voodoo. Let's go back. This is Yoruba, Orisha. Chickens and over the body. Okay, divination. Let's get to it. Healing in Sacramento. We're moving on to divination. Koi shells are thrown onto a surface, and the number of shells that land with the opening face upwards is associated with 16 possible combinations called Odu, meaning containers. With these Odu, there are associated poems that are memorized by priests. Okay. So, Igba, Awe, Igba, Igbo, right? This ties into the Igbo, right? Okay, hold on. We get into the pictures next. So I think we kind of clear on Obatala. The sweet, okay, he's sweet. He married to Yemaya, goddess of the oceans, right? Mama Wata, but we also know the demon Yemayaza, so that's interesting. Obatala, okay, African American Wiccan Society. Let's get spicy. They got a logo. Look at the logo, y'all. And my DNA 2 voice. Look at the logo. Let's go back. Okay, you got Obatala. Associated with the all-seeing eye, King of Kings. Yoruba culture, West Africa. You got the sand and the hen. This is the creation story. The God of many aspects. Justice, truth, I guess white, right? Karmic law. You got pictures of the sweetness. Having both male, female, Cuban Santeria. Sits atop her white garb form as Our Lady of Mercy or with Jesus Christ. She may also be Ochandla, a very old female who sits quietly and knits. This S/he, she aspect comes with many creator gods, demonstrating the feminine aspect, to create or give birth. Circus. All right, let's go back. What did they say? Obatala is the only Orisha who has well, I ain't gonna even read that. Qualities having both female and male aspects, therefore are both male and female incarnations. Okay, now let's get into some pictures. But before we go, let's see, Okay, in some voodoo traditions, particularly Haitian, there are interpretations and beliefs that can be seen as relating to or inclusive of transgender identities and LGBT experiences, with certain spirits and practices potentially offering spaces for such identities. Izuli Frida often seen depicted as a gay man, with some voodoo practitioners believing that she can inspire or manifest in men with gender non-conforming homo. Whoa, talk spicy. Izuli Danto associated with lesbians, although she is seen as bi with a preference of the company of women. Other Iliwa, some voodoo spirits like Baron Smeedy can be depicted as bi. Wow, did you know that? Did you know that? Baron Smeedy can be depicted as bisexual or trans, and other spirituals like Baron Lundy, Baron Limba are seen as lovers potentially represent LGBT. Voodoo is a space for queer Haitians. Voodoo can provide a space for LGBT Haitians to open up about their identities, even if they may not be able to do so openly in other parts of society. YouTube, you can't flag this because YouTube is owned by Google and this is on Google. So YouTube, this is your shit. YouTube is Google. I'm Googling. So you can't strike me for your own word. This is YouTube words. This is Google/YouTube's words. Let's get it. Acknowledge potential, even celebrate Jewish fluidity and non-binary identities. Concept of Le Grand Zomba and the androgynous spirit Mawulisa are examples of deities that represent a balance and blend of genders. Misconception, examples of some voodoo practitioners believe that a person can be possessed by a spirit of the opposite gender, leading to their change in behavior. Some other deity, spiritual children of Urzu, voodoo provides a space for them to express their identities. So you see Haiti, Haitian voodoo views sexual orientation as a part of the way God makes a person. Homosexuals are free to pursue members of the same sex, just as heterosexuals are. So this is acceptable in voodoo. I mean, perfectly acceptable. Like, we got deities that, do that 1-2 dance. So, I think this kind of victims' voodoo beliefs arise in day 3 of sex work. Okay. A force of good for Benin's transmission people. The connection between voodooism and goodness. The connection can be found in voodoo gods who embody different gender identities and expression of these gods. Okay. So Haiti is happy in Haiti. Let's see if we got any images. Okay, you got Obatala and Santeria, right? With the chicken and the feathers, right? And see, this is why I was telling people that Native American Morris, whenever you see the feather is also associated with voodoo. So this is the voodoo. The feathers is used with magic because you end up sacrificing a lot of birds. You know what I mean? So it's like the feather. I remember back in the day when you was a kid, they'd be like, if you find a feather, it was lucky. You put a lucky feather in your hat. So, feathers come with like magical undertones in the occult world. You see your boy in the wedding dress, Obatala, the sweetest guy, creating life. Okay, now you supposed to have a wife. Okay, you see Obatala dancing on the sea. Okay, you see the ladies wearing white, Ifa life. Okay, he wear the veil, the wedding dress, the gown. We went over all this. The hermetic staff with the wings at the top and the circles. Right, you gotta know what you're looking at. Got to know what you're looking at. We did the video on Garrus from Mortal Kombat is Obatala. Garrus from Mortal Kombat is Obatala. Okay, go back. We did some videos on this guy. We did some videos on this guy. Okay. See, the characteristics is the lady on the horse. You see the lady holding the balloons. It's something called balloon voodoo. Hold on, I want to see what this is right quick. Obatala Orisha symbol. So you're getting into occult imagery. Okay, you're getting into demon sigils. Okay, beads and all kind of shit. Daggers. See, these Orisha symbols is like demon sigils. Okay, you're getting into spooky shit. Okay. Okay, you got Obatala right here with the snake, the crescent moon, the bell, the bird, the sun. It's a lot of, Freemasonic undertones with this. Okay, a lot of Freemasonic undertones with this. Of course, we can tie Jesus into it. The beads. Okay, let's go back. All right, so you see, Obatala can also have the head wrap on, right? A lot of voodoo practitioners wear the head wrap. But you see right here, you also have the elongated cap, looking real fez-like. Okay. So this is, I did a video on homosexuality and voodoo. Right, we did a video on homosexuality and voodoo, and whatever. I just put a thought out there, but this is the anchor. This is the core. Obatala being androgynous is the core of homosexuality and voodoo. Okay, understand me? See, look at the Orisha and planets, but look, he got the crescent moon and star. Right, so that's what I'm telling you. This shit, it tied to Christianity and it tied to Islam as well. Okay, don't be fooled. Like, I think African spiritual practices, hoodoo was the first spiritual practice. If you ask me, all these religions. Cause see, they got something called Christian magic, right? Okay, let me walk you down. Yoruba voodoo. Okay, Yoruba religion and Haitian voodoo share a complex relationship, with voodoo drawing heavily on Yoruba belief and practices, particularly naming deities Iwa and in certain rituals, while also incorporating elements in other West African traditions, synchronizing with Roman Catholicism. Yoruba religion, traditional West Africa, Nigeria. Yoruba deities and practices like those of Ogun and Elegba have found their way into voodoo, often with their names and roles adapted into the Haitian context. Syncretic religion. Voodoo is a syncretic religion that emerged in Haiti, blending West African religion traditions, including Yoruba. And okay, so I'm just showing you that, key similarities. Both Yoruba religions recognize the importance of spirits, ancestors, and the need for connection with the divine world. The difference, Yoruba incorporate elements of other traditions, while Yoruba religion maintains a stronger focus on its own traditions and belief. So, without the AI giving you the answer. Let me tell you it is. You know, Santeria, Voodoo, Yoruba, Ifa, Igbo. Look, you see it right here. Yoruba, Voodoo, and Benin. Yoruba influences on Haitian Voodoo, New Orleans Voodoo. So when you really get into West African spiritual practices, traditional religion, and all that kind of stuff, Yoruba and Voodoo, like anybody that know, if you know, you know. Anybody that know that Voodoo and comprehensive guide to Yoruba, Santeria, Voodoo, Hoodoo, like, let me just, let's see what images say. Like, fuck, the images speak 1,000 words. Motherfuckers be writing books and shit on this. So let's see. Okay, you got Orishas. Explore Orisha deities of Yoruba, Voodoo, Santeria, Ifa, divination system, ancient African spiritual practice. Okay, so there you have it. Now let me tell you about Christian magic. Okay, hold on. Christian magic. The concept of Christian magic is multifaceted, encompassing both the condemnation of magic as a source of evil and the explanation of Christian practices that some might perceive as magical, such as invoking saints and performing rituals. Talk black to me. Condemnation of magic. Many Christians view magic as a form of sorcery or witchcraft associated with demonic power forbidden in the Bible. Yada, yada, yada. Consulting with the dead. Now, see, this is where these two spiritual practices intersect, is consulting with the dead, with the blood of Jesus and Holy Mary, and you know what I mean. You gotta understand what Jesus died and came back. That's resurrection, divination, revelation, predicting the future. Okay, invoking saints, ritual and ceremony, miracles, ancient Christian magic, spells, incantations, and amulets, gospel magic. Some Christians use stage magic to promote a Christian message known as gospel magic. Nuances, cultural and historical context. We might do a whole separate video on Christian magic. They refer to Christian views on magic, Christo-paganism. And see, this is what I'm saying about Christians. People that believe in Jesus, they won't go further than go. They won't go past go. When you really get into if you're a fan and you really get to studying Christianity, you're going to end up seeing some wild shit. You're going to come across Armand Hillman. You're going to come across Christian magic. You know what I mean? You're going to come across child ritual abuse. You know what I mean? Christian magic and witchcraft books. Christian witch. See what I'm saying? I know about the Christian occultism, Abrahamic occultism subreddits aside from this one. Let the games begin. Egyptian secrets of Albertus Magnus. If you know, you know. Right? We need to do a video on that. The Braturi Grimoire by Connor Mariotti. Right? American folk magic. Christian magic books. Like. See, this is where all this voodoo Christian, Obatala, like all this shit, it's like a 3-man weave. That's why they call it the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. They good at, remember that old New York hustle where they put the ball under the cup and move the cup around? Which one is it? Which one is it? Da-da-da. Like, they good at that. The same shit, mixing it up and rehashing it and it's right in your face. 72 Angels of Magic, Angels of Wrath. So these people getting heavy into tarot. Bibliomancy is driving me nuts, but it definitely worked. Bibliomancy. Let's look that up. I don't know what that is. Bibliomancy. Wow. Practice of divination by randomly selecting pages from a book, often a sacred text, to seek guided answers to questions. Biblio. See, Bible just means book. That's what I keep telling people too. Biblio meaning book and mancy meaning divination. Is the practice of using books, practice sacred books for divination. How it works: ask a question, open the book, randomly interprets the passage, appears to as an answer. Biblical perspective: many religious traditions, including Christianity, view bibliomancy as a form of divination. That's why it's condemned. Okay, we learning, we earning. Okay, Christian magic. Ancient Christian magic, Coptic text, ritual power. Ritual magic, look at Jesus. Ancient Christian magic, spells, curses, amulets. Christian magic and miracles. Early Christian magic. Okay, magic and Christianity from Jesus to the Gnostics. Okay, look at the symbols. Ancient Christian man, look at this. Just take it, take it all in. Yeah, soak it up. The magic Christian. Okay, got films, all kind of shit. But so I just wanted to show you that that's a thing. So let's go back to the Obatala ritual. Okay, let's just get some images of the Obatala ritual. Okay, of course, everything looking real voodoo-y. Real voodoo-y. I would say so myself.
He was getting ready to put her in that infamous white
Okay, altars and all white. Invocation and altar guide. Yoruba Santeria and Western magic traditions, combining Yoruba Santeria. Right? So this is the trans voodoo. Right? We already know the aspect of this man. That's why he's in the dress. That's why he's in the dress. Okay, justice is blind. See, this is probably what's the justice statue? What's the Lady Justice? Right? This is Obatala. Right? Blind with the sword. With the scale, this is Obatala. Right? Lady Justice. Blind, sword. Let's go back. Did y'all see Obatala? With the staff and the blind. Right? So you got Obatala associated with justice. Okay, in Yoruba mythology, Obatala is a deity associated with creation, purity, and wisdom. It's also seen as a symbol of justice and fairness, embodying the values of peace and respect for all. Justice and fairness, associated with the white gods of creativity and justice, and his myth serves as a reminder of the importance of these principles, imitating social harmony.
Lifelong instincts will tell you to do one thing, but I am to do the opposite. Let the games begin.
Oba means king, Yoruba. So, I don't know. I ain't gonna hold y'all long, man. I'm about to wrap it up, man. Just, I had to, this trans voodoo thing, man. I had to really, really nail it to the wall. No pun intended. No daddy, no diddler. Alright, so we don't got much in images. Alright, so let's wrap this up. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments. Like and subscribe. You know what I mean? HBO Special Ho Brother out. Share the video. What else, man? What can I say? But yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace. I'm out.